What's up, y'all? What it do? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Tina Bopper. What's up? What's happening? And y'all, we're gonna do our first sit down chit chat and all the things for 2024. First of all, I had an outfit for 2024 and everything was my first 2024 video, but I was like, nah, let's sit down and talk it out because that's gonna take a lot of me getting ready and getting prepared. And I want to sit down and talk to y'all about all the things, how I'm feeling, and just the changes for me. I feel like the changes for me is a little in tune with myself. Like I feel as if knowing, realizing your purpose and living in your purpose is purposeful for your life to feel fulfilled. I feel as if my purpose don't depending on others. My purpose is not defined by somebody else, and my purpose is not defined by whether or not somebody can comprehend what I'm saying. So I see a lot of people who are, now let me say this, I don't have problematic friends, family members, any of that. Like I have no problems with none of my friends. Like I don't have, of course though, I don't have 1,000 friends. That's probably why all my friendships are genuine. All my friendships, I'm a low maintenance friend, so like I don't require much as far as friendships goes. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why I don't have problems with my friends, because I'm low maintenance in my friendships, and also because my ability to not take on somebody else's issues as mine or to form an opinion of somebody else just speaking to me from their emotions. Like I just listen to people talk and we either talk about similar situations or I just listen or we just discuss other things, however it goes. But I definitely don't have those issues with my friendships and my relationships. Like I'm just not high maintenance in that perspective, but I feel like that's one of the things about myself that I love, but I feel sometimes what it can seem to somebody else, because maybe it can seem like I'm high maintenance. Maybe to some I am, and maybe to a person who have no friends, I would be a high maintenance friend, just because you would have to communicate with me, spend time with me, get to know me genuinely in order to become a friend, in order for us to have that closeness in relationships. Perspective don't make me who I am, ever. I'm not a person care about other people's opinion of me. That's not how I live my life, by the thoughts of others. And I don't determine my worth. I don't determine if I should or shouldn't, or am I not, just based on somebody else's perspective of me. This is the time of the year that everybody gonna be talking about getting rid of their friends, getting rid of their family members, and and I feel like those people do that every year. Those are the people who are the problem. They sit up, they gossip, they make up stories in their head about their friends and make themselves not be friends with the friends they do have, and then they fall out with them for whatever reason. They feel like they like their boyfriend or whatever. Then they get what they want, which is alone. But then they realize they don't like themselves enough to be alone. And then they try to go back fishing for those friendships, or either they fish for new friendships and tell those new friendships that the problem was everybody else that they ever met in their life was the reason why they don't have any friends. And what happens is, anybody that's seeking friendship that heavily, that they is accepting of somebody that's clearly problematic and has not found themselves, because why would I sit up and be with somebody who just said they just cut everybody else out their life? Why am I now wanting to be added to your life to be cut at your move? And the mere fact that somebody will sign up, oh yeah, I'll be your friend, that's the pick me mentality. That when people say that they like, it's giving pick me. And it's because it's coming from a place of lack. It's coming from a place of not feeling worthy of anything, no friends, you not feel like you deserving. So you go seeking anybody to get any sense of attention because you're not fulfilled in other places in your life. And it just leads to a bunch of troubled people being messy with each other. That's never gonna satisfy the problem. That's never gonna satisfy the person that you trying to be, want to be, and that you trying to grow to be. Sure, inside we all have a soul. It's never gonna feel completed or happy. That's why y'all get with people and sleep with people and look for fulfillment in yourself, and you never complete it because you out here looking for other people to fulfill you. So now you outside seeking friendships. You all at the bars looking for anybody to call a friend so that you can use them for whatever it is that they have to give you that you lacking in your relationship. Believe it or not, people are in relationships that's problematic, abusive. People call them toxic. So you in a toxic relationship and you're not being fulfilled in no way. So therefore you still looking for fulfillment in other places, and it's not gonna come from that. And you tearing your partner down, your partner tearing your self-esteem down, your partner is tearing down your friendships where you just don't have anything of value, anything personable. No relationships that's personable. A lot of people will make it seem as if, and I don't know if they taught themselves to believe this or not, but a lot of people sit up and they say, well, I don't have friends because I don't want friends. Well, why are you having a friend conversation? If you didn't want friends, that would not be your conversation. You think a bum sit outside talking about getting an apartment, buying a house? No, why would he talk about a mortgage? Maybe he's a bum. He don't want to pay no bill. Common sense. If you truly didn't want friends, why are friendships at the top of your conversation? Clearly, you are fiending for friends. Clearly, you want friends so bad. And instead of fixing yourself and seeing what's the problem from within you that makes it a problem with you from making friends, you're blaming incidents for the reason why you don't have any friends in your life, which is crazy. It's really that you just have no one to use. And that's what happens when people in relationships, the main people, narcissists is the worst at this because they always need somebody to boost their head up and to make them feel like better than they feel about themselves, because we all know nobody thinks.
I hate I use the word narcissist, so maybe I should take that back because I hate using the popular words and then y'all get confused in that, and then that's what you start focusing on. Everybody is not a narcissist, but that's not the point that I'm trying to make when I say that. I'm saying
that people who are messed up mentally are not able to give you something productive in your life, physically, mentally, financially, any other things, because they are mentally blocked from that. They don't allow themselves to be love. They don't allow themselves to let love in. So therefore, you with a person that you tell yourself that that person loves you, but you don't feel the love. And what you do is you look for other people, and y'all may look for other people together because y'all are two people together. And that's always the problem with people like that. The people that don't want friends, people that always cutting off friends, people that always cutting off relationships. You always looking for somebody else. So that statement, that be the perfect red flag. First red flag is saying you don't want something that you continuously talking about. Clearly you do. That's one. Second thing. The second thing is all that you do for people and people use you. That's number one for me. For me, I know a person is a user, which means they use people. Sex is not the only way to use people. I don't know where that came from, that's the only thing that can be used. You can use people for money, your car, your time, your energy. People thrive on trying to give you a title, on trying to give you something in order to gain something for themselves. And you giving them you is the biggest loss, because not only is you selling yourself out, you selling yourself to the bad side. And we know nothing good come from that. And that's why you should be more particular. Now, for me, the biggest red flag is I do so much for people. You do so much for people. What is it that you do for people? And where are those people? Why is there never names? Y'all call names out for everything else. When that woman leave you, you call her name out. When the last woman left you, you call her name out. You call names out for everything except for when you fake saying you do something for people that you don't do. Who you done something for? Because the first red flag for me is somebody be like, oh, I always do for people and nobody do nothing for me. I already know what type of person you is. You the type that needs something, needs something, needs something. You always need something. You always need something. You always need something. You always need something. Not only do you always need something, you don't have absolutely nothing to give, but you do have that speech. And that speech is, people always use me and I don't know, da 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 da. I'm a good person and da da da. I hope they get less in 2023, but it's not, because there are people that still get manipulated and tricked by that. So of course they gonna use it until it don't work no more. And that's with everything. So call a spade just is what it is. But yeah, that's the first sign of a user. A user always talking about everything they do. Well, what you do? What you did? What you did for your friends, ma'am? Did your friends call you for a ride? No. Because your baby daddy is always gone in your car.
Because you don't have a car.
And this is what you have to ask yourself. When somebody say those type of things, be like, well, what you done? What you done and who you done it for that you feel like they wasn't appreciative of it? Because you have to start calling them out so they can stop saying those things to you. And you don't have to call them out in a rude way. Call them out in a way that you really want to know. I want to know, like, so I can see, am I that type of person, or do I know those type of people in my life? So what you've done that you feel like somebody was using you, because nothing, they've done absolutely nothing that required them to get up off their lazy ass to actually do something. Y'all just believe it. I don't know why. You get tricked into that because you want a friend. Just say it for what it is. You want a friend. They claiming to give you friendship. But in order for them to give you friendship, first of all, they're not going to give you friendship. Okay? They're not capable of friends. Remember, we said this. They're not capable of being a friend. What they're going to do is use whatever resource you have to give them, whether it's a ride, whether it's your living room, or whether it's alcohol, or whatever they can use you for. They will use you up until you be like, well, would they be my friends if I wouldn't do this? And the answer is no. You got to go too. They need new resources, new people to use. So I'm not in that predicament. I don't have any friends because I love all my friends. I love all my family members. Thank God, because it just seems as if it's so difficult. They would make it seem as if it is. But what I do need to work on, Child. What I need to work on is me. Unapologetically. I always wanted people to understand me. And when they had a misconception, I'm like, no, I'm not like that. Let me tell you how I really am. Or let me show you how I am so you will know who I am, so you won't put me in that box. Because I'm definitely not in that box. You got me in the wrong box. But what I've learned, what I'm taking into 2024 and what I'm leaving behind in 23 and any other time that I believed that people perception of me, I was always trying to tell them or show them that that's the wrong perception that they had of me. But what I realized is that has nothing to do with me. Somebody having a perception of me has nothing to actually do with me. They looking at me and forming a perception. That's them. They projecting onto me. That's not who I am. The reason why they see that, they see something that they projecting. Has nothing to absolutely do with me, which is crazy. So now I'm off that. Okay, I'm off that. For the last 6 months, I've been off social media. Probably longer than that. What I mean when I say I stayed off social media is I did not post anything personal about social media. I didn't post. And I did that for one of two reasons. One, I was talking to my cousin and she was just like, I love watching your social media. I always feel like that's how I keep up. Da, 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 da. I felt like, okay, good. Purpose. Cool. That's the point. Like, even if we don't talk every day, you can see me or hear me talk on social media. But then my other cousin said, yeah, because I can't do that. Like, just putting your whole life out there is just wild. And I was like, you think I put my whole life out there? And she was like, yeah. Yeah. Girl, you've been putting your whole life on social media since forever. And in my head, I'm like, no. And so from that day to this one, December 31st. I put nothing personal on social media, whether it was dinner, whether it was a glass of wine. But to me, it was like a ding ding bell because, like, I do be on social media. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna just not post nothing personable at all. See how that goes. When I tell you that cousin text me every other day on Facebook, text me on Instagram, called, baby, I deleted Instagram. 5 minutes from deleting, I deleted Facebook and then brought it back. On social media, then all my business up there. She is dying for an update. It's like, that's crazy, that's strange, and that's deranged. That's what it gives me, but I don't know. It could just be people just wanting to know. Yeah, I did that for 6 months. It felt good. It felt good. And then, I don't know, I kind of like it. Because even though I like the food, I like to go out and eat good food, child. So I post my good food and drinks and desserts but I don't have to share that. That's not, I don't have to share that. Like, I don't. Because one thing about it, I'm eating. Okay, cool, bet. So I know how you think, and that's what I've been on. So now that we got that out the way, we here to start our 2024 with social media. So hey, y'all. As y'all can see, the title of this channel has changed and everything. The channel used to be Tina Baba All the Way Live. I just changed it up a little bit. I'm ready and I'm excited for 2024. I feel like ain't nothing to it but do it. And that's how I always feel for me. I don't feel like it be that big of an issue for me to do anything. All I gotta do is do it. It's never no pressure. Some people be having pressure. Like, some people be having pressure on doing things because they working against demons and a whole lot of things. Baby, it ain't never no pressure over here. That's one thing I do. I pride myself on being a good person. I don't do none of the bull crap. I ain't got bull crap energy. What you will realize is you cannot put nobody else. You cannot, if somebody think bull crap about you, that don't got nothing to do with you. That don't say nothing. That don't mean I got no bull crap. I'm not that. I'm not on that. I ain't even that type of girl. Now, you need to ask me what type of girl I am. I'll tell you the type of girl I am. Girl, no, I don't even think like that. I don't like that. Because that's not who I am, and that's not how I move. That's not what I do. So we don't get 2024 popped off over here, y'all. I'm Tina Barber. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, go ahead and subscribe, because y'all going to get a whole lot of. And y'all let me know what y'all goals is, what's y'all biggest one thing that you want to bring into 2024, and what's y'all biggest thing that y'all leaving behind after 2023, because that was the purpose of mine, telling y'all my one thing I wanted to bring into 24, and my one thing I'm definitely leaving in 2023. And that just is what it is, like I said. So we always can go deeper and deeper into the conversation, because one thing I am is a conversationalist. I may not talk a lot, but baby. So anyway, y'all have a great rest of y'all day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And guess what? Happy New Year's, y'all. Bye, y'all.